I'm Erica.
I'm Jen.
This is Drunk Monkeys. Here we have Maker's White. So last season we had some Old Smokies, White Lightning.
That was good.
And it went over really well here with the monkeys. And so I thought that it would be fun to try a different of the white whiskey because right now there a bunch of different distilleries are doing it. So a white whiskey is again an unaged whiskey, unaged liqueur. So instead of getting the oakiness that makes whiskey have its flavor or the bourbons have its flavor, it's just straight out of the still.
It is just grain alcohol.
Right, exactly. So Fuzzy and I were in Kentucky last summer, and we were like, oh, let's see where the Maker's Mark Distillery is. Oh, it's an hour out of the way from the road that we're going on anyway. Let's go. So we went and we took a tour, and we learned all about the facility, which was fascinating. And we saw them hand dip the bottles, and we got to hand dip some of our own in the gift store. And while we were in the gift store, we saw this, and we were like, oh, we like white whiskey. This is great. And let's pick up a bottle and see what Maker's is like. And as we were paying for it, they said, do you mind if we get your email address so that we can contact you? This has only been out and bottled for 14 days, and it's not sold. It's not generally distributed. So I checked just this week, and I think it's only sold out of the gift store in Kentucky.
Wow.
So hopefully it will be more distributed for the masses, but if you find yourself driving through, go in and pick up a bottle because they're real limited quantities right now. Clearly we've been enjoying it. So I think it's a good one to try for tonight. So what I love about this the pamphlet of recipes is they have really good stuff in here. Like I learned how to make a whiskey sour, like make your own sour mix without getting the like sugary gross stuff from a store. It's like fresh sour mix, and so this is actually the recipe that I've been using for all the whiskey sours that I make at home, which is a good portion of them. They have a recipe for Maker's White Bloody Mary, Maker's White Margarita, Maker's White Lemon Saffron Chicken,
which I assume is not a cocktail.
I bet if you put it in a blender, you can make it into a cocktail.
A shot of Maker's and some bouillon.
Oh, marinate chicken in the Maker's White Saffron and lemon overnight. Dry the breasts. And sear, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Maker's White Baked Corn Dip. From Nancy Samuels, who I'm assuming is related to Rob Samuels, the chief operating officer. Chief operating officer. Did not mean that, sir. Mr. Samuels, you are not chief. It's a slip of the tongue. So, yeah, good. All right, there we go. Whew. Handmade spirit. Handmade spirit distilled from corn, barley, red winter wheat.
Wow.
I'm
just gonna say that sounds like hard living.
Distilled and bottled by the Maker's Mark Distillery, Star Hill Farm, Loretto, Kentucky. 45% alcohol by volume, 90 proof. Girl.
It's gonna be good. I hope.
How do you feel about this going in?
I feel nervous. Although I did really like that the moonshine that we had.
That was really delicious. Do you feel a little titillated right now?
Because of the dry breasts.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Oh, did you want some? All right. All right, let's give it a sniffer.
I like the way that smells. That smells like the inside of a silo.
Oh,
yeah, it smells good. Yeah,
cheers.
It smells good. Cheers. Oh. It is not as smooth as the White Lightning.
It's not as smooth.
Listen to me, it's the White Lightning. The White Lightning.
It's got a kick to it. I think it's kind of.
Do you normally mix this with something?
I have had it on its own, but yeah, whiskey sours, man, that's my jam. I love them. Yeah, but every now and again I can sip this on its own. I like it. I feel like when I drink things on my own, I'm like, I drink them and they're fine. Once I get like I do the show, I'm like, whoo, because everything just tastes more extreme. I think with the like different stuff that we do, it does taste really hardcore.
I like the smell of it better than I like the taste. The taste is actually very
Tequila.
Is it?
It's a little tequila-y. I derailed. The taste is very. What were you gonna say?
I can get the whiskey taste in there. But then there is like kind of a bread corn chip taste.
Corn chip.
Afterwards.
Fritos.
Right.
Liquid Fritos.
Yes, later in the finish, I think.
That's good. I like it.
It is good, but I think I like the
Old Smokies.
Oh, yeah.
Little Smokies.
Yeah,
Old
that stuff
Smokies.
is good. That's just like a in your mouth.
Very
This is-
refreshing.
Yeah.
This is more like punch in the face a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it.
You're drinking whiskey, don't you forget it. That's what this is like.
Yeah, the other one was like a fresh vodka-y. This tastes like an unaged whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You guys like it? Yeah? Yeah? Nice. Yeah, Maker's White, limited edition. Get it if you can. If you can't, get some Old Smokies.